Alright, so in this video, I'm going to just briefly explain why I've decided to abandon my previous go-to site for courses online and transition instead to a website called DataCamp that I've been using for the past week or so, and I just upgraded to premium. So here's Udemy. I think most people are familiar with Udemy, course website, and I think the general consensus is that any course online, if you're willing to pay the money, and it's not even that much money, I paid maybe $20 for this course, maybe even less than that. But the benefit of a course online as compared to teaching yourself Python on YouTube is that a course will take you from zero to proficient, from start to finish, if you're completely new to a new field of expertise that you're wanting to learn. Whereas with YouTube, you would have to search for specific like how-to tutorials or whatever for each little piece of the puzzle. And if you're brand new to the field, chances are you don't even have the vocabulary, you don't even know what it is you should be learning. And so a course will take you really quickly from zero to proficient. And that's, I believe, even if I were to have stuck with this course with Udemy, I would be granted that. I think that would definitely happen. This is a quality course. It is good information. It's a very highly rated course, and it's relevant. Python, data analysis, it's targeted and all that. I've been working through some of these modules. However, even though the information is high quality, I think it's more the organization of the information. I only sort of recognize this looking back now after having worked through DataCamp a little bit, but the organization of the information and the dispensation of the information, the rate at which it's being given to me, and how I'm being led or not being led into learning a concept, practicing the concept, learning a concept, practicing the concept. It's not as good as it could be. Here's what I mean. If working through, for example, let's take this one for example, controlling flow, if, else, and elif, which is else if. The concept itself I understand, but in that video and maybe others, the pattern that I noticed in Udemy or in this course was I wasn't being given just that concept. Instead, I was being given sort of a variety of concepts from the depth of knowledge of the creator of this course. And that's a good thing, right? I mean, he's knowledgeable about the area. But the problem with that is that a lot of that goes over my head. It's confusing. It's hard to follow. I have to watch the video multiple times. And more than that, if I want to practice along with him, which is encouraged by him, I have to sort of on my own choose when to pause, when to practice, and when I do pause, I have to break away from Udemy to go and practice on my own in another panel of my computer. And I can do that, but it's all self-directed, except for a very early disclaimer or a very early recommendation of the course creator to, practice what you're learning. He's not really leading you through, now it's time to listen, now it's time to practice. Now it's time to listen, now it's time to practice. You know what I mean? He's just giving the information, expecting that you're following along, practicing as you go. Now compare that with DataCamp, this other site that I'd heard about, but I'd never wanted to give it a chance because it is more expensive. But after giving it a chance, with the free part of it, which is like the first chapter, I think, of any course that they have. And actually they have tracks too, so like collections of courses that are meant to take you from whatever job to becoming a data analyst, for example. After working through some of this, I see how superior it actually is. We can take, for example, this list methods as just one of the concepts that I've worked through, or not list methods. Okay, this is a little bit ahead of where I'm at. But here's how it works. You watch a video, right? Just like you would in Udemy. It's a quick video, usually 5 to 6 minutes long. This one's 5.5 minutes long. As soon as you're done with the video, you say, okay, I understand the concept. And now right within DataCamp, you're taken to the place where you can practice. You don't have to leave the platform. in order to come to a Python interface, have an outline to start with. It explains the concept again, very specific, one piece concept at a time in written form, and then it gives you instructions on what to do. Here's the problem, here's the objective, or whatever it is, and then it asks you to do something, asks you to, if you understand something, has you do something, and then once you submit, it's either right or it's wrong, right? That's the beauty about programming, is it's very, very non-forgiving. It's just like math, where it's either right or it's wrong. You're not learning history, where there could be multiple interpretations, or literature, or poetry, where it's all sort of messy. And anyway, with programming, this is what I've been leaning on lately, and I did upgrade to premium. I think it's going to be worth it. I'm taking the Python for data analysis, Python data analyst career track with DataCamp, and I fully expect to walk away very knowledgeable. But more importantly, because I would walk away knowledgeable if I worked through this whole course too, this Udemy course. But I just think that the structure of it, I'm comprehending information faster, and I'm working through that expertise curve, that learning curve, a lot faster, because the organization is so much higher, so much better.